For the millions of people battling diabetes, holidays with food as the focal point can be challenging, and that's why we're speaking with Dr. Vernon Rayford to learn the best ways you can enjoy the holidays while managing diabetes. How are you, Dr. Rayford?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for, as always, for being here with us at WTVA Studio 9. So, managing diabetes, very difficult, especially when you see everything on the table. So what does a person do?
I'd probably say my best piece of advice is to relax and remember that the holidays are for enjoying food, family, festivities, being thankful. And so you can enjoy your holidays with chronic diseases like diabetes. And so the first thing is to be aware that diabetes is impacted by certain foods, so the sweeter things or the foods that are full of carbohydrates, but also being aware that there are other aspects of the holiday like enjoying it. And so you can enjoy your holidays even if you have diabetes, and just making a few different kind of food choices can really go a long way in making sure that you're still enjoying it and not necessarily worsening your diabetes.
Now, when it comes to making those food choices, I mean, I am a type of person, I am not going to go for the vegetables. I'd rather go for the stuffing. Let me get on some cranberry sauce, some mac and cheese.
Yeah.
What would you recommend? How should someone, I guess, create their plate to be more healthier?
Yeah, so people with diabetes have to recognize that carbohydrates, so the stuffing and the cranberry sauce or the sweets, they raise your blood sugar. And so when you are approaching foods that could potentially raise your blood sugar, it's about moderation. So again, a little to enjoy the taste, but really recognizing that a lot can really make your blood sugars go high. So I wouldn't tell people to avoid it. I'll just tell people to be aware.
Oh, okay. And then when it comes to those who are taking any kind of diabetes medication, what would you say to them? Because there may be the false hope like, oh, I can just take a shot or I can just take an extra pill. What would you recommend? The
medicines work best when we are managing our nutrition, we're managing our movements. And so the medicines are not an excuse for overindulgence, and so just really being aware of the impact that the foods play, and also being aware that if you are consuming a lot more carbohydrates, your medicine needs may actually go up over the holidays, and being aware and being engaged with your clinician to say, well, what do I do if my blood sugars are high? How do I adjust my medicines if adjustments are needed?
And then what do you recommend, like if you have that big Thanksgiving meal and you know before the football game comes on or stuff like that, what about going for a walk?
I think activity is really great, especially this time of year, because you can share that activity with family members. And so adding active moments could go a long way, because we know that the active moments could help reduce blood sugar too. I wouldn't go for a walk so that you can eat a little more. I would go for a walk for the enjoyment of it and the ability to share it, and it can help with blood sugars as well.
All right, Dr. Rayford, before we let you go, any last minute tips?
So just understand that you have diabetes, know your numbers, make sure you're doing kind of the pre-holiday work, and just enjoying yourself in the holidays. Enjoy without overindulging.
All right, thank you so much there, Dr. Rayford, for joining us as always.
Thank you.
There is just